Welcome to Boldman Bricks. This is the YouTube channel that loves to talk about the Lego investing hobby. I am the Boldman. And today we are going to talk about basic tips on how to be a better Lego investor. And the most frequent question that I get asked by practically everyone is, how can I buy cheap Lego? And the answer is not Temu, people. So we'll talk about that in today's video. So I'm going to take you through an actual transaction from my Lego investing portfolio from July of 2025. This actually happened. We are going to purchase set number 21335, the motorized lighthouse from lego.com, which is the source of Lego, which everyone says is the most expensive place to buy Lego. So a good example. Now, this is an absolutely beautiful set that I really wanted for my personal collection, and I also wanted units for my Lego investment portfolio. The recommended retail price is too much, and so here is the first lesson. Never buy a Lego set at recommended retail price unless you absolutely have to. Be patient and wait for a sale or a clearance price to become available. If the set is an exclusive, actually this set is somewhat of an exclusive as it is only available in the UK at lego.com and John Lewis, then do still try to be patient. Most sets get discounted at some point. If you are fast approaching retirement date and getting FOMO, then you might have to pull the trigger. But then we can use other means to try to get the price down. In this example, Lego discounted this set by 30%, which meant that the price had dropped by £65 to a more affordable £195. I have rounded these numbers to avoid having to say 99 pence all the time, but that's not enough discount. So let's keep going. Next, we have to talk about the GWP, the gift with purchase. If you don't know what a GWP is, then you are missing out on a great source of discount. GWPs are bonus sets that LEGO issue throughout the year as gifts if you spend over a certain threshold on their website. There have been some amazing GWPs in the last year or so. Set number 40698, Books Are My Passion, was a GWP around October of last year. I picked up a number of these and sold them for approximately £65 each. Not bad at all, although that is far higher than the norm. And another GWP that was made available around the same time was set number 40699, the Retro Record Player. I picked up a number of these also and sold them for around £40 each. As you can imagine, that really helps to reduce your buy-in price, as you can sell on these GWPs to make some money back. There are also certain times of year where GWPs stack. This means that there are GWPs available for a number of spend thresholds, and if you make an overall purchase on the LEGO website over the highest threshold, you get all of the GWPs at once. That can be a very lucrative approach. But as it happens, the GWP in early July 2025, when I purchased the lighthouse, wasn't the greatest in the world. It was set number 40784, the African Savannah diorama, which is valued at about £15. Lego released a series of diorama sets as GWPs over 2025, and most of them are going for about the same value. Not great, but it does help us to reduce our buy-in price a bit further down to £180. And as with the Books of My Passion GWP and Retro Record Player GWP, you can often do very well in selling on the GWPs to help finance your purchase. Unfortunately, this one was a bit of a dud, so let's keep going. Let's talk about the promo code at checkout next. There is normally an opportunity from somewhere to input a promo code at checkout. These codes can be acquired through LEGO themselves or via a third party. For example, there are websites and apps in the UK that provide codes for use on lego.com. One such example is vouchercodes.co.uk. You normally have to spend over a certain threshold to be able to use these codes, but they are not always that high. One example of a recent code that I used from Voucher Codes provided me with this set for free, set number 40759, the Valentine's Day box. I presume that LEGO had a lot of these kicking around after Valentine's Day and just wanted rid of them. So it's probably only worth about £10 to £15, but it's free and I can sell it on to help drive my buy-in price down. I do know other LEGO investors who have used codes from newspapers such as the Metro and the Telegraph before also. But another really good source of codes is membership schemes such as trade unions, student unions, and those that offer discounts to certain professions such as the Blue Light Card in the UK. If you check the apps from these organisations, then you might be surprised. Another recent code that I used came from my Blue Light Card. That code provided me with set number 40783, the coral reef diorama, which actually seems to be a lot more sought after than the African savanna diorama we saw earlier. Again, you have to spend over a certain threshold to be able to use the code, but why not? It's a free set. Keep it, build it, gift it to someone, or sell it on, like I do, to drive down that buy-in price. Just be aware that you can only use one code per transaction on the LEGO website. But in this example, I used a code from another great source of discounts, LEGO themselves. If you haven't already done so, do yourself a favour and register on the LEGO website so that you can join the LEGO Insiders program. It used to be called LEGO VIP, I think, but they changed the name. Any purchase that you make on the LEGO website gives you insider points, and you can register sets to get insider points too, and occasionally do other things as well, like filling out surveys to get points. Now, when you make a purchase, the value of insider points that you receive is about 5%. So if LEGO have a double insider point weekend, then you will get about 10% of what you spend back as insider points to spend on something in the future, like a Tesco club card, only better. When performing these calculations, some LEGO investors will deduct the 5% or 10% insider points from their buy-in price here, but I don't like to. I only deduct them from my buy-in price when I actually use them. You can use the points for a straight discount at checkout, or you can be smart and trade your points for unique insider sets. And this is one such set, set number 40789, the Flying Moon Car, which I used some of my insider points to purchase. Some insider sets sell for like £15-ish, like the Micro Ninjago sets. Others sell for a lot more, like the Super Mario Spiny Shell, which sells for over £40. I sold my Flying Moon Car for about £35, so not too bad. That has brought our buy-in price down to £145 so far. But seriously, if you're not a LEGO insider, go and sign up immediately after watching this video, and I'll also provide you with a Rakuten referral link, which is coming up next. Now, I love Rakuten. I know there are other cashback sites out there like Top Cashback and Quidco and others, but Rakuten consistently have the best cashback percentage for purchases from Lego.com. And an amazing referral bonus for you, the viewer. There is a Rakuten referral link in the description below this video. If you click on the link and sign up to Rakuten, you will get £25 of cashback from your first purchase of £50 or more. But it doesn't have to be Lego.com. It could be any of the retailers on Rakuten. Obviously, I use Lego.com. So that would be £25 back plus 11% of the value of your purchase at the time of recording. Honestly, it's brilliant. Just be a bit careful about using apps as they can mess up your cashback tracking. So in this example, I clicked through to Lego.com from my Rakuten account and got some lovely cashback. It was 10% at the time of this purchase. It's even better now. Rakuten Cashback has provided us with a further discount. And we're not even finished yet. We can actually achieve a further discount from our payment provider. Now, this is a source of discount that very few LEGO investors are talking about, reviewing your means of payment to see if any of them have cashback from the LEGO website. By this, I mean your debit cards, credit cards, and even other providers such as PayPal. Now, please remember that this is not financial advice. I do this just for fun, and I would never encourage anyone to get themselves into credit card debt to purchase Lego. So make sure you pay off any balances immediately, people. But a great example of this is when PayPal had a 20% cashback recently for Asda in the UK. And I was able to use this cashback rate to get some amazing deals on Lego sets that Asda had already discounted on their Asda George website. It's like getting an additional 20% off an already amazing sale price. But I digress. To return to my transaction, my debit card issuer, my bank, was offering a 5% cashback rate on all purchases from Lego.com, and it was based on the total amount that I spent. So that's nice. Another £9.75 off our buy-in price, which gives us a final buy-in price of £115.75. Not bad for a set that retails for £260. And remember, I've also stashed some insider points for a rainy day that I've earned on this transaction, valued at 5% of the purchase price on the Lego website. I could use those points to achieve future discounts by spending the points for money off, or to grab more of those lovely insider sets to sell on. To summarize, the buy-in price is approximately 45% of the recommended retail price of the set. Or, looking at this in a different way, my total discount is 55.48% of the retail price. Not bad. Less than half price. Now, some things to consider. Yes, I have to sell the GWP and promo set to make some of this money back, and there may be fees involved with regard to those sales on online platforms such as eBay or Vinted. If I'm a trader, then there are also taxes involved. Speak to a qualified accountant if you want assistance with that. But imagine if I hang on to this set for a year or two and then sell it for, say, £350, which I think is a possibility as this set is awesome. I would certainly expect the value of this set to increase past its RRP. Now, £350 would give me a return on investment of just over 200%, effectively tripling my money. Not bad. Not bad at all. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you enjoy this video? Would you like to see more tips on Lego investing or simply how to buy cheap Lego? I have a series on Lego investing tips called Lego Investing 101. More videos on that topic to come. Please like, comment and subscribe. And remember, there is that Rakuten referral link in the description below where you can receive £25 off a spend of £50 or more, plus an additional 11% off your purchase at the time of recording. Use it to help with your Lego discounts. If you live outside the UK, I'm not sure if the referral link will work, but you can give it a go. Please share this channel with fellow Lego enthusiasts to help it grow. I do appreciate anything you can do to help. And remember, I do this for fun. This video is purely for entertainment purposes and does not constitute financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, but I do find the Lego market absolutely fascinating. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.